What is up, everybody, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey, where I'm excited to tell you why the Cowboys are about to win the Super Bowl, okay? Bones Fassel, Cowboys special teams coordinator Bones Fassel, he said their mantra for last week was spaceships don't have rear view mirrors, okay? That was the Cowboys special teams mantra. Now, what the hell does that mean, Bones Fassel? Well, when I heard it, I knew what it meant because I know my guy here. Okay? I know.
Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors.
Let me find out that Bones Fassel is an Andre 3000 fan. Let me find out that Bones Fassel is familiar with the International Players Anthem. Let me find that out. Once upon a time, the coaching staff around here quoted Springsteen, okay? And that is not a knock on Springsteen. He might be a fine American and a fine person. But damn it, if I'm trying to relate to my NFL player in his 20s, give me Andre 3000. Don't give me Bruce Springsteen. So that's why they're going to win the Super Bowl. Okay, on to other matters of the day. A lot of people, see my theory on our radio week on 105.3 The Fan, G-Bag Nation, 2 to 7, home of the Cowboys. My theory is always Monday and Tuesday is about who you just played. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is about who you're about to play. That's been my theory. But based on asking people to ask me questions to make this video at JC1053 on Twitter, y'all sons of biscuits are ready to move on to Kansas City, and so we do. Bobby Buckets, he said, is Mahomes really back, or is he getting lucky again on his toss-up bad mechanic throws? So the Chiefs beat the Raiders, 41-14? Let's take a gander at what Pat Mahomes did, shall we? This is Pat Mahomes against the Raiders. The green dots are interceptions, the white dots are incompletions, and the blue lines going to a blue dot are touchdown passes. So a couple of those touchdown passes did go over 20 yards in the air, but the vast majority of what Pat Mahomes was doing against the Raiders is 12 yards and in. How many completions? I guess that one's 13. So 3 completions that went over 13 yards in the air. To me, what Pat Mahomes did last week, and I'll do tape tonight where we can really nerd this thing up, but to me, what Pat Mahomes did last week against the Raiders was not that their offense is back to what it was, is that Pat and that offense finally did what was being asked of them that they hadn't been really doing this year, which is Pat, with no hesitation, no delays, was taking a snap, setting his feet, and throwing the underneath ball that the defense was asking him to throw. Bang, 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 bang. So you did that, you took care of business. It wasn't that they're back to throwing a whole bunch of bombs to Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and winning in that way. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 completions behind the line of scrimmage. About 8 more that were 5 yards or less. This is a lot of dink and dunk from a guy that we are not used to being a dink and dunk man, because that is what defenses are asking him to do. So is Pat Mahomes back? Not in the way that I would think that question means, but Pat Mahomes is still a good quarterback. And for 1 week against the Raiders, he decided to take what was given to him and kicked ass doing it. So the Chiefs are at least back on schedule compared to where they were a year ago. Other questions about the Chiefs from people here. Uba the Diplomat, is there any worry trying to slow the Chiefs' offense? Sure. I can tell you no. Normally, Monday, Tuesday, I tell you you're going to win by 40. That's my rules. But apparently we moved on to the Chiefs already. So now I got to get my scareds out on Tuesday. Sure, you worry about the Chiefs' offense. Tyreek Hill is a monster. Travis Kelce's a monster. Pat Mahomes is awesome. Their offensive line is actually a lot better than it's getting credit for this year. That Chiefs offense could kick your ass. It could. But here's the other thing. The other thing's important. The defense has to take the field too. In the Chiefs' 4 losses this year, one time Lamar Jackson and the Ravens just ran them over. Now, it did take a Clyde fumble late. Chiefs probably should have won that game. But in their other 3 games, it was the Chargers with Herbert. It was Josh Allen. It was Ryan Tannehill. They got beaten those games because they can't cover. So at different times, it's you can't cover, you can't stop the run game, whatever. The Chiefs' defense is bad. That's a thing. I got a sneeze coming. It's coming. Maybe not. Anyway, Chiefs' defense is awful. So that's why the Cowboys are going to win the game, because the Cowboys are going to outscore the Chiefs. I don't think you're going to shut them down, but the Cowboys have the ability to play them better than the Raiders did. Problem with the Raiders is one of their safeties couldn't cover a lick, and that's Jonathan Abram. 9 for 9 when he was targeted for way over 100 yards. So what are the Cowboys going to do to combat that? Are the Cowboys going to copy what the NFL has done against the Chiefs, which is 2 deep safeties? And if you do you believe that Donovan Wilson or Jaron Kearse is capable of being a deep half of the field safety? Or do you start playing KZ and Malik Hooker together as deep safeties? You'll have options. And I'll be interested to hear if Dan Quinn does some media during the week, if they'll tell us their plan, which they won't, but it would be fun if they did, because I actually wouldn't mind that. Play Malik Hooker and Devontae KZ together. The good news for the Cowboys against the Chiefs offense is the Cowboys defense is a combination of long and fast. And so when you're playing zones, it makes it easier to cover more space. When your guys who aren't long can fly and your guys who can't fly are long, it makes the geometry of covering a defensive football field a lot easier. So Cowboys, Chiefs, it'll be fun. Cowboys are going to win. But it's Tuesday. I reserve the right to change my mind, but the Cowboys are going to win. Do I have any more Chiefs questions? Does Kelsey or Hill put up more yards versus our D? Tell me how they're going to guard them. Because if you're going to play man defense, they like to put Trayvon Diggs on the best receiver on the other team. But if you put Trayvon Diggs on Tyreek Hill, earmuff it if you're a huge Cowboy homer. Because, I want the Cowboys to win, but I'm also a realist. If you put, Trayvon Diggs on Tyreek Hill and you said, hey, you just cover him by yourself, you got him, I think Tyreek Hill would have 800 yards and 9 touchdowns. So if they try it that way, it'll be him. If not, Kelsey's more of the security blanket, so I'll take Travis Kelce. Matt Daddy, will Quinn go too high versus the Chiefs? That does seem to be the formula against the Chiefs, so I would not be surprised if he did. But the Cowboys have done a good job also of mixing things up and trying to not show you exactly what they're doing and make your quarterback kind of figure that out on his own on each individual play and work your way through it. How do you think Dan Quinn, this is at Cowboys Kings, how do you think Dan Quinn will utilize Parsons when D-Law and Randy comes back? Well, he'll get to be a linebacker more, and he will still, I believe, when you get to third downs, third and long, like 3rd and 5, 6, and more, I believe what he will do is he'll have Randy on one edge, and he'll either put Parsons on the other edge, kick D-Law inside, have Osa as the other inside guy, and those would be your 4 pass rushers where you can hopefully get pressure with just those 4, and then you can cover 7 guys behind that. That's party time. Now, you also might play 4 guys on the line of scrimmage and have Parsons walk up in the A-gap as a linebacker and attack the quarterback that way. But Parsons will play, I would imagine, much more linebacker off the ball when you have both D-Law and Randy. And think about that. How much you are just beating the crap out of people, and the Cowboys haven't even had their team yet this year. You haven't had Tank. You lose Randy. At times you don't have Tyron. You didn't have Dak for a second. You didn't have Gallup. Cooper's been banged up. Just the list goes on and on and on of the dudes at the Cowboys. You've never been at full strength, chasing down the damn 1 seed. In the majors, that's Corey Majors of the KNC Masterpiece. When will the Cowboys complete the pass to Connor McGovern? That's this week. Connor McGovern catches a touchdown this week against the Chiefs. In the flats. Faking a lead block. A little play action. He's just squirt out into the flats as the halfback is either going to cut up or stop for pass pro. McGovern's catching a touchdown this week. That's Sports Call. And if Tyron can go, do you move 71 to left guard? That's Lyle Collins. And 78 to right tackle. That's Terrence Steele. If you believe that's your best 5, I got no problem with it, but I also got no problem with leaving your awesome right tackle at right tackle. Lyle Collins, and moving Terrence Steele back to the bench and say, hey, when you're needed, you will come on in. When we lose one of our tackles, you'll come on in, because the Cowboys are real good at getting their tackles either hurt or suspended. Real good. Johnny, I like this question. Will the Cowboys play good on Sunday? Sure. Will Diggs tie or break the NFL season record for interceptions from @Willie B. Missing? No. Is he at 8 now? The record's 14. I'll say no, but I wouldn't be shocked. Man, the catch he made on that pick. First of all, Matt Ryan, who the hell were you throwing to? He could have thrown it to Pitts, would have been complete. Who was the outside receiver? Zacchaeus or somebody? I don't know. He was open too. Could have thrown it to him. It would have been complete. Instead, I think Matt Ryan tried to throw it to two guys at the same time. So he just threw it between the two receivers, and Diggs was like, what the crap? Let me catch this bad boy back here. That was a great catch, but no. I'll say no. Best plan of attack for the offense against the Chiefs. I say we do our best to run them off the field. Yeah, Chiefs defense sucks. The best plan of attack is run all your good plays and torch them. Run it down their throat, run it outside, throw it underneath, throw bombs. Chiefs defense is bad. Come springtime, we keeping Gallup or Gregory from @BeardPapa. I love both those men with all my heart. I drafted Michael Gallup. You're welcome. Randy Gregory is a good pass rusher, and good pass rushers are harder to come by, so Randy Gregory is the priority. If you want to try to find a way to keep Michael Gallup, you're more than welcome to, but it's easier to replace a second or third receiver than it is to replace a double-digit sack guy. So, Randy Gregory. All right, leave in the comments. Final score, Cowboys-Chiefs. And leave in the comments, how are you defending the Chiefs? What are you doing there? What's your plan? And remember to be cool to everyone, because you have no idea what anyone's going through. I love you. Bye.